All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to the late night stream. Welcome to the late show with yours truly, Weston Kenyon. um, I'm just going to be, the usual, chilling out, making music late at night. So, late night edition. That is your daily dose of ASMR. Not sponsored by Liquid Death. Not sponsored by anyone. None of my YouTube channels are ever sponsored. Never have ads. I'm getting sick of YouTubers promoting products, so gets kind of annoying when every 5 seconds this video is brought to you by this and that and all these products and companies that don't really care about. I'm just taking their money. All right, we're taking shots right off the bat. Well, of course, another reason why I don't have any sponsors is because I don't have a big channel. So, not a lot of people, know about me or care about me. So, and I'm not chagrined by that fact. I don't know if I'm using that properly. I'm not saddened by that fact because I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be a big YouTuber. I don't want to have a lot of subscribers. I want to have a following. Not a following. That sounds so weird and cultish. I want to have viewers who actually care about me and what I'm doing. I don't need a lot of subscribers or followers or all that weird stuff. Yes, that is a blue light. It's not. You don't need to adjust your screen. My phone is acting retarded because it got water damaged. I took it in the lake, I was on a. We were testing. Me and my brother was where it was. Me and my brother were testing out this raft boat thing that we made. We're calling it a raft. It's really not giving it enough credit. We were testing out this boat that we made, and it was going well until it wasn't. It was good until it wasn't good, and then it got bad when it got bad, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we flipped. Long story short, we flipped it over. The battery fell off, so we lost the motor. We didn't lose the motor. It was still on the raft, but we lost the power. The battery fell. The battery is at the bottom of the lake. So, why was I telling you this story? Oh, yeah, my phone. I don't have ADHD, but sometimes I think I do. It's water damaged. Has a waterproof case on it. But there's right here where the power button is, it's so worn down, there's a hole there. So it kind of defeats the purpose of this entire thing. So, yeah, water got in it. Phone got in, when the raft flipped, water got in the bin, the waterproof bin that I had it in, which apparently wasn't waterproof, but it's probably because we screwed it down to the raft, so we probably compromised the, integrity of the box. Guessing water got in through where we screwed it down. But a little bit of water got in that way. But after I got my phone out of that box, I put it in the pocket on my life jacket. And I forgot about it, and I jumped in the water. And so, yeah. And before then, we went cliff jumping, and we were swimming to the cliff. We put our kayaks on land, and we were swimming to the cliff, and I was just holding my phone up out of the water because I know it has a hole in it. So the case has a hole in it. And a couple boaters, this couple on a boat saw us swimming in the water, and they gave us a ride. And so when they drove us to the cliff to jump in the water, we weren't committing suicide. When they brought us to this cliff to go cliff jumping, I figured it would be best to just put it in the pocket of my life jacket, which wasn't waterproof. I knew that the pocket of my life jacket wasn't waterproof, which is dumb, because the least they could have did with the life jacket was make a waterproof pocket. But I knew the pocket wasn't waterproof, but I knew it would probably be better to put it in the pocket than to try jumping off the boat to get to the cliff, because they couldn't pull it right up to the shore because of people around swimming. The boat motor could present a hazard or whatever. So we had to jump off the boat to swim to the cliff. And I knew if I just held it when we jumped off into the water, I would probably go under the water anyway, and the phone would probably go under the water. So I put it in the pocket, and then that's when it first got water damaged. And then the second time when we flipped our homemade boat, it also got water damaged. So I did get a new phone. It's sitting in that pile of trash back there. I still need to set it up, but yeah, my phone is water damaged, and it keeps coming on randomly, acting all weird. Yeah, it's acting retarded, and I can use that word because, one, anyone can say anything. You don't need to be a member of a certain group to use a certain word. I believe in free speech. I believe that anyone has the right to say anything. And secondly, I am a retard, so there, I can use that word. So, all that random crap that I spiraled into aside, the point of this is a late night music production session. So I have this, and I do realize that my little square with the visual of me, the camera, the webcam angle, I do realize that is blocking quite a bit of the screen there, which is unfortunate. I can move it to the other side of the screen in an attempt to cover maybe less, but I don't want to do that. So you're gonna have to put up with it. I'm gonna put my fan on here. I don't think that makes too much noise. It's a pretty good mic. It's a very cheap. It's like $100 mic from Walmart, Yeti Nano, but it's pretty good. You don't need expensive stuff. My entire setup, you can see in the thumbnail of this live stream, that's my setup, and it looks expensive, but all of my stuff in my music setup is thrift store discounted stuff. My two studio monitors, which for people not in the know are the speakers, this model of speaker is $200 each. So a pair of these speakers runs you about $400 new. But I got these both for $200 at Goodwill. Both of them for the price of one. So literally half the price. This keyboard, which I don't think you can see in the you can't see it in the video, but you can see it in the thumbnail of this live stream. I've been using this keyboard for years. You can see it in, excuse me, got a little bloat from that liquid death. I don't do so well with carbonated drinks, but that's sparkling water. I don't drink soda anymore. And it's good sparkling water. It's not like LaCroix. LaCroix is garbage. It's disgusting. This is actually good sparkling water. Tastes good. It doesn't taste quite as good as sparkling ice or Clearly Canadian, but it's good. Especially when it's really cold like this one is. But yeah, a little bloated. So What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my setup, my keyboard. You can see this in like old videos on my other channel, Pashio Productions, which is spelled super weird, and I bet nobody knows how to pronounce it, but it's Puschiieu, and I hesitate when spelling out because I got to think about it. Pashio is how you say it. Pashio Productions, which is my old first channel. It's not really my first channel, but all previous channels have been deleted. So that's my original first channel. This is my second channel, official music channel. But my other random content channel, you can see me playing this, and as well as other videos on this channel, you can see me playing this. But this keyboard, I don't know why I'm talking so much. I don't like talking a lot because it gives me a sore throat. But this keyboard, I bought it new, but I believe I got some kind of discount on it because this is like, I don't know. I don't really remember. It was a long time ago, but I did get this discounted. FL Studio, I got it discounted. This is like $200, I believe. This version of FL Studio, which is super cheap for this incredible value. I love FL Studio. I love this software, and I think $200 is very little for such an amazing piece of software, with lifetime free updates too. And I'm not a spokesperson for FL Studio or for ImageLine, which is the company that makes it, but I highly recommend it. I love it. It's amazing. It's all you ever need to make not only music but anything audio related. But I did get it discounted. It was I think it's normally $200 for the producer edition, which this is. But I got some random discount, and I think it went down to like, I want to say 170, but I don't remember. It was a long time ago. 2018, I think, is when I bought it. 5, 6, 7, 6 or 7 years ago. But yeah, discount. All this is discount stuff. My PC is a new PC. I had to buy that new, and that was terribly expensive. But sometimes you gotta lose an arm and a leg to get decent RAM, decent, whatever PC, because all the other PCs I've had just stopped booting up. They just like pretty much like everything else I've bought, they've stopped working out of nowhere. This PC has been really good so far, and I hope it lasts years because it was really expensive. And it's a gaming PC, and I bought a gaming PC not because I'm a gamer. I don't game at all, but because I know a gaming PC could handle a lot more than a personal PC. Well, personal PC is a bit redundant because PC stands for personal computer, but then like a home computer, it could handle a lot more than just a regular home computer. Hey Titus, my brother Titus, greetings from West Rock. Greetings from the dungeon, the blue light dungeon, the man cave. The man cave where no smoking or drinking goes on whatsoever, unless that drinking is water or liquid death. So yeah, bottom line, all my studio stuff that looks expensive is all thrift store and discounted stuff. So you don't gotta drop them G's on some terribly, newfangled at the risk of sounding old-fashioned, newfangled doodads. All that crap aside, I don't know what that whole random... I just, like, go into these random rants about nothingness. So, let me actually get started on this song, because I really gotta start working on this, because I gotta get it done at a certain time. Not gonna tell you why, that's my business. Figured out how to get the chat back, because I lost it the last stream. Oh man, that carbonation. Giving me the hiccups. Okay. Alright, so this is what I'm working on. I'm gonna put both sides of the headphones on so I could hear it properly. I started with... Well, I actually started with the melody. I was gonna say I started with the chords, but that would be a bold-faced lie. I started with this melody. Let me put the metronome on so you can kind of get a better picture of the rhythm of it. And then it just loops back over, so it's da 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 da. Yeah, same old, same old. Now this melody is actually based off of the lyrics that I came up with. So I came up with just these lyrics with this melody. Not going to tell you what those lyrics are. You'll find out eventually once the song is out. But by the way, this song will be released under my side project, not Weston Kenyon, because I do release stuff under Weston Kenyon. But this will be released under my side project, my vocal side project. So this is going to have vocals. My side project, which is... Let me get the live stream up so I can be sure it's in frame. Just go to the side. You can hardly see it, but West Sand Lake. It's on my shirt. Just in case you can't really see it, let me bring it up on YouTube. Not that I need to do any promotion, because I really don't care whether you check it out or not. But just in case you're curious, here it is. You can find it in my featured channels section, West Sand Lake. This is where I release random songs with vocals, because Weston Kenyon music is mostly just instrumental music or music with featured artists. But yeah, that's it. And it's on my shirt. You can hardly see it, but it's there. Also, the blue light makes it really hard to see because it has blue in it. This mirror image is really confusing. It's right here. Here it is. This shape, yeah, it's really hard to. It's really confusing. Okay, right. Well, it's got blue in it, so the blue light kind of makes it hard to see. Anyway, West Sand Lake song. So I came up with the lyrics, the melody, and then I played the melody on my keyboard. Figured it out by ear, as I do with everything. And then I figured out some chords that go well with it. Just standard grand piano chords. Of course, it's not a real grand piano, it's just a VST preset. But I played some chords, figured out some chords that go with it. Now these are, let me turn my keyboard on real quick. It's connected via MIDI. Wait for it to come on. There we go. So these are actually chords that I use a lot, and I didn't mean to use them again, but let me I'm gonna check the stream, make sure it sounds good before I get too deep into this. Make sure my mic should be still on. A lot, and I didn't mean to use them again, but let me I'm gonna check the stream. Okay, it looks and sounds good. So these are chords that I use a lot, and they're just basic. Well, it's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see right there. You can see where they are. You can see where they are on this keyboard here. The orange notes they're lighting up is what I'm playing. So they're just, but they're inverted. So the middle note, which is the third note in the triad, which is a chord with 3 notes. These are inverted chords, so the third in the chord is transposed up an octave in all of the chords. So instead of, our middle note's going to be up an octave, and it's going to sound like this. Sounds way better, and then drop it down, and it sounds amazing. Which is why I always use these chords. They sound awesome, but also I didn't mean to use these chords again. It's just they went with the melody that I had. Those are also chords from a song, a Weston Kenyon song that's yet to be released, but very basic chords. Da na 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 da na 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 na. What's going on here is actually we're going down, not up as I was showing. We're actually going down. Not like that though, like this. Okay, so I was showing you the wrong chords to begin with. It's this. And then what do? We go down to here. Yep, okay. And then okay. There, and then we go up. Okay, so it's different. It's a different arrangement, same idea, but those are the chords. And then we have the sub bass that's just following the bass note of the chords, which you won't be able to hear if you're listening on a poor sound quality, like a phone or a smart TV or something. But yeah, bass, sub bass. Again, you won't be able to hear it if you're listening on something that doesn't have, on a device that doesn't have a lot of bass response. But what sub bass is for people who don't know a lot about the technicalities of music, sub bass is, rather than hearing it like regular bass, boom, 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 boom. Sub bass, you feel it. You can hear it, but you can also feel it. It's like vibrating you. It's awesome if you have a device that can, actually play sub bass, like a subwoofer or something. But yeah, just chords, sub bass, melody, and then we have the percussion. Pretty basic, more acoustic sounding percussion rather than like more electronic stuff that I tend to lean toward. It's more, I wanted to go more acoustic for this one, so it kind of sounds like a real drum kit. Of course, it sounds super quantized and super computerized and whatever, but super programmed. But the sound selection itself sounds more acoustic. Sounds like an acoustic kick drum, acoustic snares, acoustic hats, acoustic ride cymbal, and then all of that with the percussion. Of course, it's just a loop right now, but it will be soon transformed into a full song. So this all right here is my brother Titus, who was just in the chat there. He visited a few days ago, and I just figured it would be fun to have him do some claps for it. So I'm currently mixing the claps. So you're gonna that's where I'm starting off at. I'm mixing the claps, and I'm gonna do that right now. This of course is the most grueling part of music production, in my opinion, is the mixing. Oh, that's a good one. So he just did a bunch of claps, and I just chose my favorite ones and layered them, panned them to give them more of a stereo sound feel or whatever. Oh yeah, I like that. Now this one's giving me Yeah, this one's giving me a sound I don't like in the reverb, so I'm going to shut that off. Or just bring it down to minimize it. Okay, I don't like this reverb. And I don't like this one. It's kind of giving it a weird metallic-y sound. That's better. This one. That's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna cut that. That's kind of interesting, but I don't want that. Okay, I think that's pretty decent. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's the Pashio motto. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh yeah. If you ever notice that right there, yes, that is a binder clip. It's holding my hat together. Okay. Yeah, this hat I bought I bought at the Grand Canyon, well, in Arizona when we visited the Grand Canyon in 2011. So it's an old hat. It's got character. It's completely worn through all along the front of the bill here. So the fabric just hangs down like the ceiling in your old Dodge Caravan. So I clipped a binder clip, one of those little, we used to call them like pocketbook clips or purse clips or whatever, because they look like a mini pocketbook as we call them. They look like a mini pocketbook. But yeah, I used one of those to clip hold the fabric up out of my eyes. But yeah, I got this years ago at the Grand Canyon. Not necessarily at the Grand Canyon, but in Arizona when we went to visit the Grand Canyon. So it's a very special hat. It has character. It has soul. It has feelings. It has emotion. Okay, no, it's exaggerating. It has sentimental value. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking to my screen recorder and get back into the music. Let's see. Oh. Oh, I do notice there's something going on at the end of this clap. And it's the start of another clap. And it doesn't really negatively affect it in any way. It's just like the tail end, or not the tail end, the opposite of that. It's like the front of a clap. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that, just as a precaution, because I don't want it to throw off the rhythm. I kind of like the thing that the white noise is doing from the just that like quiet static that the microphone picks up, that white noise from the clap recordings. I kind of like what it does to it. It's like a I kind of like what that adds to it. It kind of adds to the percussion. Just excuse me as I itch a mosquito bite. Typical Arkansas stuff. Cool. I think I'm done with the claps there. Let me see what I want to add to the main loop. Oh yeah, I just copy that over to give Titus more room to record claps on, but I don't need it right now. So this is what we got. And I realized that when I play the music that I'm working on, I don't really like play a lot of it. And I know most of the time I want to just hear, when I'm watching like music producers making stuff, I want to hear them play the stuff that they're making. So I know you probably want to hear this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think it's trash. Maybe it's the worst thing you've ever heard and you never want to hear it again. In that case, you should probably exit the stream. But I'm just going to play it a little bit, let it play. Let me turn off my mic so there's no interference, no pollution. All right. We are back. For a second there, I forgot to turn my mic back on. I just said, I hope I didn't click that button back there. I don't know. I don't even know what that button does. But yeah, I said, I'm going to check to make sure the stream is still going good. Audio sounds good. Sounds and looks good still, so that's good. I gotta keep checking because once in a while I will forget to turn my mic back on, or I'll accidentally turn it off when I'm adjusting things. The last stream I did that, I accidentally turned it off. But thankfully I checked the stream and I noticed it was off, so gotta do that periodically. So, especially when you don't have like a chat flowing with so many people who can like point out, hey, we have no audio. Where did the sound go? So I gotta do everything myself, which is fine. What was I doing? Working on a song. Right. I don't really know what else. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna I'd say excuse me, but I don't believe yawning is bad manners. You need to yawn. Yeah, excuse me for living. I'm just gonna listen to the loop. Okay, I'm just gonna listen to it, and because I said this in the last stream, but most of the time music will tell you what to do. It'll write itself. It'll yeah. I'm just gonna listen to this loop and hear what I can hear. That's redundant, but I'm gonna hear what I can hear that needs to be added. I'm gonna listen for what I hear in my mind that I should add. Okay. The music has spoken. It has told me what to do, what it wants. Keep hitting the mic with the bill of my raggedy old hat. And now I have hiccups from the liquid death, so I'm gonna hold my... What happened there? I'm gonna hold my breath for a bit. Yeah, holding my breath works every time to get rid of hiccups. I don't know what these people are standing on their head for, getting spooked for. Hold your breath. It works every time, without fail. Yeah, so now I have a copy of the chords with this synth instead. We're going to transpose that up. Okay. That's not what I want. I want some kind of arpeggio thing. I'm going to listen again. Not to that, to this. Pretty simple. I'm hearing like a wee 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 wee. Oh yeah, that's the note. Wee. Okay. That's what the song was telling me to do. I keep hitting this binder clip on the pop filter. Maybe I should put the mic down further. Or maybe I should take my cap off. It's a special it's a special cap, but it does not get in the way of progress. Let me just, let's see. You can see what is that? Oh, that's my bed. Just display it right there. You can hardly see it in the light, but it's there. Gotta tighten this up to account for the lack of headwear. The shortage of chapeau. Is that a word, chapeau? And if so, what does it mean? Chapeau. I don't even know how to spell it. Denis Shapovalov. Israeli-born Canadian tennis player with a Russian name. Chapeau. Chapeau. How do you spell chapeau? E-A-U? Oh. Aha, I see. It's spelled like Pashio with E-A-U and a C-H. A hat or cap. There you go. There you go. Chapeau. A hat or cap. Shortage of chapeau. Okay, let's get back to this. I like where that's heading. Maybe for the second go we do what I originally did, which I didn't like, but it might hit the second time around. I'm hearing aha, right there. It needs to be. And I want that to be there, so. Wait, should we do this? Most of making music is working through stuff like this. It's a very mundane, very monotonous process. That's it right there. I like that. Okay, just the same thing twice. Now I gotta mix it to the rest of this. I don't think the melody should be playing during it. Wait, what's going on with my... Okay, let me just do this mouse. I brought it up in the last stream, but this mouse is so glitchy. It's like it's not even wireless. It does not get as bad connection or latency. It's just so weird. It's always changing speeds. It's always whipping here and there randomly and sabotaging me. What is this? Oh, notifications from FL Studio. I never look at these. Update. An update for FL Studio has been downloaded. When do you want to install version? I never told you to. I never gave you consent to download a new version. Install now. No. Not right now. No. Not today. Not tonight. Oh, and it is, as of 2 minutes ago, it's officially August 6th. I gotta go through piano. Piano is centered because the piano plugin that I'm using, the Piano VST, already has like it's really cool. It sounds like you're the piano player, because you can hear going up the piano, you can hear it off to this side. Going down the piano, you can hear it more in your left ear. So it's kind of, it already has pan, so I keep that centered. Sub bass is centered, should be, and then we have this thing that's panned 50% right. I don't like to pan more than one thing in the same place. I don't believe I have. Yeah, I don't have any melodic elements. What is this? Oh, that's a clap. Yeah, I don't have any melodic elements that are panned too far left. There. Yeah, that feels right. So if you're listening with broken earphones, or one side of wireless earbuds, and if you're listening with the right side, you won't be able to hear it as good, because I panned it 80% left. Not quite all the way left, but getting in that. Sorry, zoned out for a second there. Yeah, I panned it very far left. Anyway, let me mix this. just the long process of mixing stuff, feeling it out, adjusting stuff, tweaking stuff. That's music production for you. Okay, toke. Okie dokie. Dominoki. What was that in? What movie was that? I'm always like quoting movies without thinking about it because I love movies. I've seen so many movies, and so many quotes are just ingrained in my brain, and I'll just like in regular conversation I'll just quote a movie out of nowhere because there's so many quotes that go with so many common scenarios. Okie dokie dominoki. I don't remember what that's from. Okie dokie dominoki. I don't know. I'm always randomly quoting random movies. Okie dokie dominoki. I don't know. Got it from either a movie or a TV show, but I'm gonna be thinking about that. I gotta try different things, see what sounds better. I'm gonna try it with sidechain. I think it's better without sidechain. Bring the volume down a bit because I feel like it's too present. This is supposed to be a background sound. Hearing a melody in my head. Da 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 na 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 na. Let me just open this. To quickly get the idea down while I still have it in my head. Give it some more character with pitch bending. talking about. Let me change the preset though, which will require going through some pretty nasty presets, and not in a good way. Like, ugh. I have to sift through so many terrible, awful presets that I'm like, why did the developer even create this sound? It's or like, how did this get greenlit to be actually put into the VST? It sounds terrible. What would you ever use this for? How would this ever be useful? But yeah, let me go into Flex, my favorite go-to VST. It's too distant. Synthwave. This pack has some great sounds in it. Such a good sound, and I've used it so many times. But that's why I've used it so many times. It's such a great sound. I want to try to find something else though. I don't want to be too predictable. Except maybe everything I've done so far is predictable of me. The piano chords, the sub bass, everything. It's just my sound. But I want to try to. If there's potential out there somewhere, I want to find it. That's what I'm talking about. We just heard a beautiful preset, which had my face in my hand because it was so good. But the next one I click on, is what I was talking about when I was saying there are some really bad presets that sound terrible. Under what circumstances would you ever want to use them? This is an awful preset. You might want to plug your ears. Ow! Are your ears bleeding yet? Why? What? Just why? Why? Why does this exist? Why does this preset exist? What do they have to say about it? Because there's usually like a little bio. Use all macros, volume and filter ADSRs to experience FM synthesis crafting. Oh, so maybe you have to do some adjustments to make it sound bearable. Guess what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm lazy. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm just gonna let the loop play and just keep changing the preset just until I find one that I like. I could already tell this one's gonna be terrible because it's called Aggressive 1X. If I want anything with my synthesizer presets, it's not aggressive. Secure your barf bag and get some earplugs. Okay, so default, it's not what I would call aggressive. It sounds rather tame, actually. Is that a typo, or did they do that just to be trendy? This aggressive has 1 G in it, and all the other ones have 2. Which I'm pretty sure aggressive is spelled with 2 G's. So this one's misspelled, and I don't know if that's a typo, or if they meant for it to be cool. I don't know. There are just these ones that are so bad I have to quickly change them, or else I'm gonna lose my hearing. This one is terrible. I apologize for even playing that twice. How dare me? Wow. That is low, even for me, that's low, wow. Who invited the aliens? This one's called Astonishing. I better be astonished. Should be called Disappointing. That was an automatic arpeggio that like went out of tune. It's garbage. Okay, instead of playing the whole thing, I'm just gonna test it on the keyboard because it's a lot quicker. Ooh. I thought that was it for a second, but kind of let me down as we went. What the heck? What is this? What? That has like no melodic qualities. What would you use that for? The It's like a sound effect. I don't get these ones that are just like loops. Just plays a full loop with the press of a key. Why would you use that? just one press of a key and your job is done. Oh, this one's a good one. This is a good one. I've used this before. Many times before. But I don't think it'll fare well in this circumstance. Yeah, I need some kind of... Yeah, this just... It's short. I need like a... synth that goes on. I don't know. I can hardly see the keyboard, by the way. My playing is trash because the mic's in the way, and I can hardly see what I'm doing, so it's just my excuse. Foreigner. Good band. Not a very good preset. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, it swells. Not very appropriate for the occasion, though. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, I like this. I don't think it's the right preset for this melody, but... not bad. Ooh. Okay, not messing around. Heverly Bills. Heverly Bills. Huskinsaw. Or Huskansaw or Huskinsaw? I want to say Huskinsaw because it's like Arkansas. But Huskansaw maybe? I don't know. Weird. I don't know, it looks like I'm just like testing every sound there is in this plugin, but this is what I have to do to find a decent preset. That's why I keep returning to the same ones, because I find these certain ones that are really good. But once in a while I try to find a new one. Let's see if there's anything here. I think I'm playing too low. That reminds me of... Oh, it reminds me of a certain song. It's a blue sky. I don't even know. It's black. House. Blue sky. Yeah, this song. Settle for that one. I'm gonna settle on that one. Do like a B section. Something weird, something funny, something funky, if you will, which you must. I'm getting loopy. What happened to my favorite section? Ever since I upgraded, my favorite section disappeared. Oh wait, no, that was when I switched PCs, so I had to reinstall FL Studio. So now my favorites section is gone. Man, this mic is so in the way. A little Interstellar for you there. Anyway, I've gotten so distracted. What was I doing? Maybe just like a quick which plucks always come in handy for stuff like that. So I'm gonna use a pluck is what I'm gonna do. No. Probably just following the chords. What the? Oh. A little faster than that, buddy. just in the zone. Mixing. Of course, there's too much going on, but I'm gonna change it for different sections of the song and stuff, take away stuff, add stuff. So not all of these synth presets will be playing simultaneously. Synth presets. Oh, not all of these synth melodies will be playing at the same time. I gotta go to bed soon. I'm tired. And I have some stuff to do. Things to get done. I'm gonna see, I don't know how long I've been going. It's fun looking back at stream. It's fun looking back at like old videos and old streams and stuff and seeing like, oh wow, yeah, that loop that I was working on is a full song now. Because my last stream, or not my last stream, my first stream, this one, I was working on a song that is complete now. And it's just kind of cool, interesting, hearing it in its early stages. My first stream, streaming 93 minutes ago, 93, so that's about an hour and a half. Oh yeah, I guess it does show here in OBS, I think. Yeah, right here. Yeah, an hour and 34 minutes. So I usually do about an hour and a half. Let's see if that's even true or if I just lied. Hour 22, hour 48. So yeah, around an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't know. I'm just gonna mess around with this a little more. I think I'm going to start arranging it now, which is the process of taking this loop and turning it into a full song. So let me just copy this over, copy and paste. Until it's like 3 minutes long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Okay, tokay. I was just talking about movie quotes. Movie and TV show quotes. I always like randomly whether I'm talking to somebody or talking to myself, like I am now, I always just quote movies or TV shows. I have so many movie quotes in my head, and they just come out in conversation naturally. Because like anything you say, I can think of a movie quote that's appropriate for that, to express that or whatever. Well, I don't know. You know what I mean. Okay, Toke. I know where that comes from. I was trying to think of where I got Okie dokie Dominoki from. Okay. And when I said it just then, it sounded so familiar, and I feel like I had it. But Okay Toke, I think, is an episode of Wild Kratts. Okay Toke, yeah. Okay Toke, often simply referred to as OK, is a female tokay gecko who first appeared in the season 1 episode, The Gecko Effect. Okay, so that was the name of a gecko, or what they named a gecko in that episode. You can tell I grew up with PBS Kids. No cable as a kid, except when on road trips, staying at motels and stuff, where they have a bazillion channels with nothing good playing. I grew up with PBS Kids and Cubo and MeTV, stuff like that. So yeah. Let me arrange this. Of course, we're going to start with the intro, which I don't know if I want to start off with the melody right from the get-go. Get-go. Gecko. Toke gecko. Okay, Toke. Okay, so yeah, I think I do want to start off with the melody right from the Geico. Right from the get-go. I kind of want to do like this. Maybe the drums should pick up from there. And then the claps should come in. Let's go from... maybe go double time. No, we can't go double time. Where's this open hat? Oh, I don't have any closed hi-hats. Oh man, I'm tired. I don't have any closed hi-hats. I'm just resorting to stock FL Studio samples. Closed. Where's the kick? Oh, right there. Okay, let's see if that works. How that works. Definitely works well. I'm gonna turn that symbol down a little bit. Now I'm wondering if I should pick it up over here. Just bring in the bait. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, let me bring in the bass. Again, I apologize for the part of the screen that you can't see. Because it's behind me. Slowly bring that bass in. Maybe some pitch glide up to the that's it. I want the claps to come in there. Nope, not there. Told you this mouse is always trying to sabotage me. Let's pick up the percussion there. I think that's right. this is the chorus. I bet you forgot that I could talk. I forgot that I could talk. So this is the chorus. I want to make it a little bigger than what it's been. Of course, I'm going to add transitions to make each of the sections go into each other a lot smoother, but I'm going to make the chorus a little bigger by layering these chords. Do, 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 do. This stupid mouse. Holy macaroni. Oh wow, we've hit 2 hours. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. I think it's gone on long enough. I'm gonna finish this song off camera. Probably gonna go to bed first though. So, I'll see you. Oh, I'm tired. All right. You will see me in the next one. God bless.